was keeping double time hopping, so I did get behind on some things. One of which was our stories. Yep, your popcorn is right over there, Connie. It's waiting for you. Yep. All right. Oh my gosh, did you guys see who was here today? We had Charleston and Milo here today. Oh wait, we have 149 miles just for today? That is really awesome. That is amazing. That's a lot. That's cool. So that means that's $149 so far because we have till 6:30 to put in the spay neuter pot. That's really cool. I was looking for Mr. Purbody. Let me see if we can find him. That's really great. You know what, Goosey? Was it Goosey that wanted or Jack Cat? I don't think I have him. I don't have Purbody in here.
No, you're not going to. No, oh,
Nope, I don't have them. Doggone it. I'm so sorry. Well, let me read this one. But it was really, really wonderful to see Milo and Charleston today. That mom loves them so much, and they love their mama. It's so sweet. Yeah, dollar a mile till 6:30. Okay, well let me read Milo, and then I'll keep looking here. Milo, a super handsome boy, super handsome boy, with white tippy toes and a white bib. Milo came here when he was only 11 months old. He is a cat with mild CH. He displays his CH by the way he is a high stepper. That's his way of helping himself keep his balance. He can prance too. He just high steps fast. Most of the time he can get where he's going without any trouble. Once in a while, if something startles him, he may topple, but not often. He was brought from Mansfield, Ohio, by the person that had him since a kitten. The problem was he was not using his litter box. From the first day here, Milo hasn't had a single accident, and he still hasn't. He is a very good litter box user and could be adopted to the right home. He's a cuddle bum, loves to have his head rubbed and his back scratched. He even can go after the laser lights. Just don't move it too fast for him. He also likes to do the belly kick on catnip toys. He was born August 29, 2013, and he arrived here when he was 11 months old. So Milo and Charleston came in, and they're very, very happy. Happy mom and happy kitties. And do you all remember Bets, the kitty Bets? And also, oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. Let me go look, because I think you guys will, I know you'll remember. Let me go look.
hey, come on, guys.
Bets and Fawn. Fawn. Bets, the one that was adopted last year, and then Fawn, who was also adopted later in that year. And the lady that adopted them loves those two kitties. And she showed me, oh my goodness, a bunch of pictures. They are so happy. They just love them.
Here we go.
Can you tell who that is in the plastic?
Oh.
That is Bella. We'll do Bella. It says Bella. Bella was born September 1, 2002. So she is, do I hear a kitty crying? Maybe not. She's 13 years old. Wow. She arrived here when she was just 6 weeks old. Bella, our Queen Bella, she surely is from royal ancestry. Bella came to us as a wee little kitty of 6 weeks old. Oh, she was just so cute. A friend of ours, Brad, brought her to FFRC. Brad is a big fella, and there he was, carrying the sweet little kitty in the crook of his arm. I'll never forget that. From that moment on, Brad has been a friend to FFRC. Bella was found on the middle line of a road all by herself. It was obvious that she was broken up. Her right rear leg was severely fractured. She had a compound fracture of a vertebrae which caused some paralysis to her tail. Her left rear leg was also affected by partial paralysis. She was an iffy case, but our vets took her case on. She had surgery to remove the severely fractured leg and then had cage rest for a couple weeks. One day, Bella decided that enough was enough and out she wanted. She couldn't get her hiney up, though. We practiced and practiced with her to no avail. Then she showed us what she thought of all of our practicing. She took off in what is known as the Bella Scoot. Bottom on the floor, rear leg off to the side, and away she goes, super fast. And then when she hears the pop of a baby food jar, she can move even faster. There's not much she can't do or places she can't go. She's a whiz at whatever she sets her mind to. She also loves the dogs, Janie and Cammy. Because she could not possibly climb a fence, she spends sunny days out in their dog fence with them, all cuddled down in her wonderful pink poof. And Bella still goes outside yet with the doggies. It's pretty cute. Are you getting mauled, Pat?
Yes, Vernon's mauling me.
He's a good mauler.
I'm trying to
He is
put
a
some
good
food down,
mauler.
and he says, "No, pay attention to me."
Oh,
Come here, baby.
goodness.
Come here, Vernon. Come here, baby. Come on. Get it
How
out.
about Hank?
There you go.
How about our Hank boy?
There's my petite.
Some of you remember Hank.
He's old.
He was one of my favoriteest cats here. He was a gray, short-haired, gray, strutting around, big old boy. Loved us. He was just awesome. Hank, or better known as Hankster Boy. He was brought here by a friend of ours and an employee of Dr. P's. He was only 2 years old when he arrived, and he immediately took over the barnyard as is. He was the escort for doing farm chores. One time he decided he liked to chase a baby peacock. The mama gave him a quick lesson in what is not acceptable in the peacock world. And then he used to sit on the rump of the llama just to watch the fun of the farmyard world. Hank had a problem with his right eye that we eventually had to have removed. Wow, he felt so much better after this surgery. The other cats had great respect for Hank. He carried himself with pride and had the air of being the boss. He so loved to walk around with people who was touring the farmyard. From barn to barn to everywhere, there was Hank participating in the farmyard, or in the tour. He passed away just a month ago. Remember, we wrote these like 2 years ago. He chose his own place to pass away. One of his favorite spots was watching the river along the bank. He was just the best. I don't think Hank would mind if I told you what I about died laughing one day at him. we still had our Earth Angel clinic, and I come around the corner, and there was
Hey,
Hank
lady.
sniffing
Guilty,
and
baby.
smelling
Guilty, baby. Where's
the
Fatima?
van. I think it was a van there.
Where's
And he
Fatima?
turned around, and I knew he was going to pee on it. It wasn't ours. He turned around, and he backed up close to it, and then he stood up on his front two legs and just sprayed the heck out of that. By doing that, with him up, he could just give a good old geyser way up in the air. And then when he was done, he turned around, looked at it like, yeah, I did that, and off he walked. I'm telling you, I laughed so hard when he did that. Just an absolute nut. Oh, do you remember Riley? Riley was our black cat. He was a covey, and he had that torn right his left ear. He loved everybody, didn't he? Just me. Have you heard from the lady that has the 6 cat? Oh, you mean the calico lady? Every once in a while, I do hear from her. Yeah, she keeps in touch every once in a while, and will send pictures every so often. They're doing great. So Riley came from a trailer court. He'd been living there outside for a while. One of our volunteers, Becky G, who still is involved, had seen Riley cruising about the trailer court for quite some time. He was there during storms and windy weather with no real shelter. So Riley came here to be a covey. He fit right in and became everyone's friend. He arrived here as a 2-year-old and is now a 5-year-old. He has a torn left ear. It just makes him look more dignified. He loves his walks about on the farm, and that's what it is for Riley, walkabouts. He'd rather go nice and slow than to run around like some of them. I guess he likes to stop and smell the roses while he's out. He also likes to go in the big red barn and take a nap on the high piles of hay bales. A very nice cat to have in the Coveys. And he passed away last year. He was a great cat. We have had just some of the bestest cats here, haven't we? You too. You too, you big old hunk of a boy.
Are these held inside or they go outside?
Those go out. I think that whole load is the cove.
Okay.
Well, or, we put it in what we call the linen shed. Do you remember that?
Linen shed.
Or if you can't, just put it in the storage room, Pat. We'll take it out in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. Do you all, some of you might remember this little boy, little girl. Any of you remember that one? That's Poppy. Remember Poppy? Poppy was born August 14, 2013, and arrived when she was only 4 weeks old. She was just a wee little baby with black fur sticking out all over. Poppy, this little long-haired black kitten, sure won us over. She was only 4 weeks old upon arrival and was very anemic. Anemia is hard to fix when a kitten is very anemic, that they many times could use a blood transfusion, but with these tiny itty-bitty veins, that is just about impossible. So we provide supportive care. Get rid of the fleas immediately, feed a good healthy protein diet, and hope and pray they make it. Poppy did, and she blossomed. She recovered fairly quickly and developed a high energy and desire to play. She was a good friend of Minto's. Little Poppy was found all by herself right on a highway. Chances are someone just dumped her. But once here, this fluffy kitten became everyone's friend. Our advice from Poppy, please, if your pet has fleas, take care of them. Get rid of them and then practice prevention of fleas. It's all in the good health of our pets. Poppy was adopted last Christmas Eve. Remember her? Yep, if you've been racking up miles today, remember to get them posted. Press your finish button, a little bit before 6:30. And if you're watching the cam right now, walk. You can walk around in your room and rack up another maybe half mile real quick. That would be 50 cents more.
What are you doing in that crate?
I'm just kind of randomly picking them tonight. Oh, I don't have a tag on this one. Oh, these are two of my old cats. Oh, I'd love to read these. Are these under Jackie's cats? Many of you remember Emmeline. Remember Emmeline? Oh, golly. If I even went in during the day, sometimes I'll pop in my house a couple of times a day, just sit on my couch, and my kitties always just on me, and I love it. And Emmeline would always do that. Sure, we'll patch. I don't think they said they had to be two-legged. Emmeline was wonderful. Emmeline, an extra special cat indeed. What a beautiful calico cat she was. Emmeline came to us when she was a little over 11 weeks old. Someone had found her all by herself, alone and sick. Oh, remember, she was such a mess. She was adopted as a kitten and returned 8 months later. You see, Emmeline arrived here as a sick kitty with an autoimmune problem. We knew this would be a lifelong problem. The owner loved Emmeline, but financially couldn't keep up with her anymore, so she came back to FFRC. I remember when this lady adopted her, I made it really clear that, I remember, Goosey, I made it really clear to her that, she had a lot of medical problems, that we had her probably the best that she could be ever, that she would never be 100%. And this lady was okay with that.
What did you do?
And he's licking his lips. He was eating, I'll bet. Slobbered on you?
Yeah.
And
really
she
getting a
did
workout
take her
here.
into the vets a few times, but she just couldn't keep up with her. So she did bring her back, which I was very grateful for. One of her eyes had to be removed due to a past infection that caused so much damage. Her autoimmune problem plagued her entire life. While in the rescue center, she became a mama figure to so many of the kitties. They loved her and she loved them. She did many baths for the little ones. Then she found out what was on the other side of the door going into the house, a home. So she became my own cat. She passed away when she was just 4 years old. Still a young cat, but with a body that had been through a lot. She was the best lap cat ever. I always remember whenever she would come, or whenever Angie would come for meetings or whatever in the house, and Angie has such pretty, real curly hair, and she would just get into the hair and rub and pull. She was always all over Angie's hair. It was always so cute.
Oh, it's someone swinging on the light?
Who was that?
I don't know.
It's that ghost cat that we've been having trouble with
Well, it
today.
looked like a tiger.
Oh, that was probably
Tiger ghost cat.
It was
Because boy,
probably-
that one took off.
probably Emmett. There's another one here that's on the back side, so I'm just gonna read that one
It's
too.
kind of dangerous right here. Guys, protect me. Come on. We're going to open up that baby food. Hey, I lost the spoon. Oh, there it is. Oh, I hear trucker. Ugh. I gotta get the trucker. Oh, I do.
Do some of you remember Twinkle? My K Martina? She was just another awesome cat. Some of these kitties that have such awful immune system problems, autoimmune system problems, I've taken them in my house. I've got another one in there right now, my Sherry girl. This one is called K Martina. She arrived at FFRC when she was just 4 weeks old, and she was only 15 ounces. Oh, she looked so sad and miserable. Her left eye was completely prolapsed. and her right eye was terribly scarred. But there she was, sitting on the table, purring and rubbing on us. She was so tiny. Someone saw her at the Kmart parking lot in Bryan and took her to Dr. P's office. The Dr. P's office called and asked if we would take her. Of course we would. She came, she purred, she ate, and she slept for 2 weeks. She finally started feeling better, started gaining weight and playing. When she was about 2.5 weeks old, or 2.5 pounds, she made another trip back to the vet's office for her left eye to be removed, and she did just great. She probably lost her eye, and the scarring of the other eye was probably caused by the herpesvirus. This has turned out to be a chronic lifelong problem with her. She's my cat now and is in the house. She's a gentle soul and so sweet. It's thought that she has 10% sight in her remaining eye. But as is the way with cats, she does everything and goes everywhere. She's friends with all the house cats. Her other friends in the house are, oh my goodness, some of these I don't have anymore. Slick, Fergus, Devontae, and Sherry. And the Z's are Zesty, Zertle, Zap, Zany, and Zeke. And, my Emmeline is gone, and K. Martine is gone, and my Slick boy is gone. And Zertle is gone. Yeah, she was a really cool cat. I know, isn't it sad that they're just found all by themselves? Yeah. Sometimes, well, I know from listening to some people, they say, oh, we just took them and put 1 year and 1 year and 1 year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw a cat behind the mall yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Was it friendly?
Well, I opened the window. It was in the grass, and it was like watching something. And I called Kitty Kitty, and it didn't run and hide, but it also,
If you can catch it, we'll neuter it.
yeah, it would finally just, walk into the grass. I don't know if it was hunting or
Yeah.
if it lived in those apartments. That was like across a field.
I know. There's no houses close by other than those trailer court
Yeah.
things there. Yeah.
I didn't see it today when I went back that way.
I have 8 in my house. I have four furries and 4 non-furries. Yeah, my Sherry and my Fergus are 2 cats that I have in there that are not healthy. They have never been healthy. They're kind of like those other ones where, they just are not. And I have them and I love them, and we just hope they live as long as they can. Sherry's having a hard time right now, and um, Fergus is too somewhat, but it's kind of under control. Yeah, to Rachel. Yeah. Well, here's one on Vernon. There he is when he was a baby. Amos. I'll see if I can. Oh my. Are you talking my Amos cat? Jack cat? My Amos? My sisters and kids are all. What?
I saw that picture of your sisters and your mom. Nice
Yeah.
picture.
Oh, I was glad we did that. I forgot to do that the last time. My cat Amos, he came with, there was 3 black cats, babies that arrived. Somebody left them in the sun porch. And they even opened up a crate, put them in it, and shut the door and left these 3 black cats. And out of the 3 black cats who had 6 eyes, we had to remove 4 eyes. And they were just wee little babies, and oh my gosh, those eyes were so nasty, horrible. Well, Amos lost both of his eyes. They just absolutely could not be saved. And I had him in my house for a long, long time, and he eventually passed away. But he was so wonderful. I loved him. The other two found homes, but Amos, I took him in my house. If I remember right, I coaxed him for a Christmas present, and he could catch flies, which was just amazing to me. I used to sit when I would see him zooming in on a fly. I would just go in and sit real quiet and watch him, and totally was like magic watching it. It was really cool. Kellen and the family had a wonderful Disneyland trip. They're back home. Everything's good. Oh, over 6:30. Just me. Grand total for the Dollar Rescue Walk Challenge. 160 miles we did for a total of $160. Thank you, FFRC Nation, for participating. 160 miles. That is amazing. Let me see where we're at now.
You can't be.
That is great. Thank you, everybody, for all those miles. Yeah. So we are at, Kathy. We are at 400 miles if I'm current for this week. We've made a total of $382.78 total, which is wonderful. And I have us at 400 miles total, 410 miles total. And we're in third place for right now, so that's pretty cool. Third place. Oh gosh, Goosey, thank you. Thank you, Goosey. Appreciate that. So,
There's a commotion going on.
I hear somebody, it sounds like somebody's in June's room. And look who jumped up here all by herself. Thank you, Goosey.
Which one is that?
This is Michaela Sue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute.
And thank you for 410. Thank you for all the miles, everybody.
Guys, I gotta get up.
Yep, that's all going towards our spay and neuter. I want to call them and ask if there's any way we could possibly get an extra surgery date in August. I know we can fill it. I just know it. Oh, thank you, Sweet Pea. That's really cool. Thank you. That's really nice. That's enough for 10 miles. Thank you.
Well, I want to give you a donation too. I'm going to get my income tax back. Because I still have a friend who wants to bring a cat in, but I haven't seen her to tell her
Spay and neuter?
Yeah.
We've got some dates coming up now.
Yeah. I told her last time I seen her, I thought there was one in March and she needed a call, but
yeah.
I don't know what her schedule's been. I haven't seen her.
We have 2 in March. The one is filled already.
Okay.
Thank you.
See her.
That makes me really happy. Thank you all. And it bumped us up probably for extra money through Rescue Walk as well.
Ow, that hurt.
Yep.
Okay, what is going on down here?
Thank you, Anita. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
There's a cat in here.
Yeah, they can be.
How in the heck did they get in there?
They jump over the door.
Wow, I'm
Thank
impressed.
you. And Lost Girl, thank you to you too. Thank you.
I'm really impressed. That's a good jump.
That's cool. Thank you.
I didn't know they could do that.
Oh, yeah, they fly. So, Vernon, the silvery gray tiger boy has stolen our hearts. He is a kitten with CH. He was found on a road in Henry County, which is the next county over, all by himself. Now, how does a baby at 6 weeks old with CH get in a position like that? Anyway, he wobbled his way right into our hearts. He is a moderate CH, with all 4 legs affected and a slight head wobble. Nothing slows this boy down, though. He chases the other cats, laser lights, and even climbs. These cats with CH are a very determined bunch of cats.
Okay.
Vernon has a chronic upper respiratory infection, although at this point our vet says he is not contagious. And I think, he hasn't showed that for a long time. But it will probably be something he may have to deal with off and on his entire life. He takes his nose drops like a pro, and Derecho has taught him the love of chicken. Rustle that chicken bag and Vernon will pop out wherever he is and come a-running. At mealtime preparation, you'd think there is a lion bellowing for his food, but it's merely Vernon with his persistent meow, letting us know he's hungry again. And Vernon's birthday is June 14. He is just 6 weeks old. I know. Another one that was found all by himself. So, quite amazing. Should we do Walter, Walter, Walter while we're here? You all know Walter, Walter, Walter. Such a handsome boy. Yeah, that's right, Packer Backer. We'll try again next year. We'll do it. Okay, Walter. His real name is Walter, Walter, Walter. Oh, where do we start with this precious boy? He is the fourth cat with CH that has made his way here to FFRC. He came from another rescue called Almost Home, Ohio. Angie and I drove 3 hours to Ashland, Ohio to pick Walter up. Walter has mild CH. His mobility is excellent. His main symptom that shows of CH is his frequent head bobble. And he's a bit of a messy eater, but we don't mind. When he gets excited, he can be very hard to hold. He moves in all directions at one time. We've learned to do any treatments on him when he is sleepy. Walter is also deaf. He's had at least a half a dozen tests done to show his hearing, and always it shows no hearing. That's okay too, as he uses his other senses. Walter has this thing where he circles and circles at times. It's like he gets stuck in that motion. So he begins his pills again for a few days, and that holds his circling at bay for quite some time. Last summer, Walter scared us so much. Do you remember that? That was horrible. Somehow he slipped out the door in the dark of night. It was 4:30 in the morning and still dark. We didn't realize until about 5:30 that Walter was truly missing. Talk about panic. Here's a cat with CH. People came from everywhere to help us hunt for him. Many prayers were said. Worry, worry, worry for our Walter. Then, about 5:30 in the afternoon, about 12 hours after the disappearance of him, a miracle happened. He was found. There he was, sound asleep in a circle of weeds on the riverside of the road, about 4 houses down from FFRC. Huge relief was felt by everyone. Walter is a super happy boy, loves everyone and loves to play. Sometimes he gets these sprints of energy where he runs from the kitty cabana room clear back to the back pumper's room, turns around and does it over and over again. Oh, Walter, Walter, Walter. Isn't he a great boy? I will never forget when Walter went missing. Oh my gosh. I was just, because you know, how do you call a cat to come to you when he doesn't hear you? And never, you know, he wasn't outside. All right, we've already read Asha's story, but because it was her birthday, we'll read it one more time. Yeah, that was very, very, very worrisome. Asha. Asha came to the rescue center with a bum front leg. It had been broken badly, and with no vet care, it healed in a very odd position. It looked like a W, and I really, truly mean that. I never have seen a leg that looked like a W before. I remember so well when I took her in our clinic, when we had our clinic, and because she would cry and she hurt, and I showed Dr. Cindy at that time that leg, and you know, it was just it had to be assumed that that leg had to come off because it was causing her such pain. A friend of ours, CJ Cry, called the rescue center and asked if we could help this girl. She was at a shelter about 45 minutes away. There she was going to be placed in a farm home as she was deemed a feral cat. We decided we would like to help her, so Paul went and picked her up. I know he talked to her the entire way home, and CJ was so very happy. CJ named her Asha. Asha's leg made her miserable. It must have been very painful. We made the decision to remove the leg. Since that day forward, she's been a happy girl. She feels good. She loves a head rub. She loves to eat and to be talked to. She is famous for the headbutts she gives. She's the best at that. And as she has gotten a bit older, her fur went from a light cream to a very dark chocolate. What a beauty. She's also known as Asha. Another reason she is extra special is that the two people involved in her rescue, Paul and CJ, have both passed away. She is our tie to them. And Emily is also another tie to Paul. Paul is the one who took care of Emily and the siblings and her mom before they could come here. Well, I'm going to probably call it quits on this one for now. But I do want to show you this. I've got to go out and take care of my mom, a few things. But I want to show you this. We have 7 volumes of, I've showed these a couple times, but I wanted to one more time. These are the different volumes of Joko's conversations with, well, they could be cat to cat or people to the cats. They're all different. All of these have different stories and different conversations. There's 1 through 7. 1 through 5 has 45 pages, and those are $15. The 6 and 7 have only 30 stories, and those are $10.
You ever find any more volume 2?
I have volume 2. It's over
You have one for sale?
I just got them.
Oh, good. Good.
Yep. If you go over in the mail
I don't have my
room,
checkbook today. I'll get it next week.
if you go, get the volume now so I don't forget it. It's over in the mail room on the shelf. So I would like to just maybe, you guys have all read her conversations, I'm sure, but let's just pick one. Who should we pick? Oh, no. How about Caden? This was July 31st, 2014. Oh, Goosty, thank you. Hey, I can feel your kidney there. And there, you need to gain some more weight, girl. I will tell her that. Thank you. I'll tell her. This is on, oh, I guess this is a conversation with Jennifer, who raised Caden, and myself and Caden. Caden, who is that in the wall there? And I say, that's you, sweetheart. Caden says, but where's the rest of my leg? And I say, there isn't any more. That's how you were born. Caden says, but the other kitties have more legs on their behinder legs. They have toes on that leg even. And I say, not always. Sometimes they lose a leg. Sometimes their leg doesn't work. It really doesn't matter. You are still you and can do pretty much what every other kitty does, you know. And Caden says, but I look different than the other kitties. Yeah, so? And Caden says, it doesn't matter to you? And I say, not in the least. And it doesn't matter to anyone that works here or watches the cam or sees your picture. We love you just the way you are. Caden says, I love my Mama Jennifer in the wall there. Hi, Mama Jennifer. And I say, if you turn and look behind you, you will see her in person. She brought you here to live with us. And Caden says, why? Doesn't she love me anymore? And Jennifer says, of course I do, Tiny Tim. That was her name for her. It's because I love you so much that I brought you here. Here you will be able to have all the other kitties as your friends, and Mama Jackie and all the volunteers to take care of you. And you will be with other kitties that have CH like you do. And they might be able to fix your leg, something I can't do for you. And Caden says, but Miss Jackie said that my leg doesn't matter. Jennifer says, I know she did. What I meant was that if something that can be done to make it better for you, FFRC can do what I can't. You deserve that chance, and this is my gift to you. Caden says, are you going to stay with me? And Jennifer says, I will be for a couple days, but then I will be going back to New York on Saturday. You will be staying here. This is your new home. And Caden says, can I sleep with you tonight? It's going to be one of our last nights together. And Jennifer says, we'll see, Tiny. I will for sure see you in the morning, though. How will that be? And Caden says, is it okay if I get down and play now with all these toys and those kitties? And Jackie says, not tonight. Soon, though, soon. And Caden says, oh, you're no fun. And Jennifer says, time to go back to your room with your new friend, Vernon. He really likes you. And Caden says, he cuddles almost as good as me. Let's go, Mama Jennifer. And there was Caden when he first came in. Now, Caden, when he first came to us, they said that he was a CH, but he wasn't a CH. He's not a CH. But his little leg, we did end up having to take that off up to the hip. And he does just fine. Yep. He was putting too much weight on it and was causing such a problem on the bottom of it. So if you're interested in any of the Joko books, they're volumes 1 through 7, and just send me an email and let me know what you like, and we'll see what we can do on that. Oh, there's one on Coralie, and there's Wrigley, Fremont, Derecho, August, and Jackson. Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Do you have all the volumes now?
You know, I was looking at some of the other ones, and I'm thinking I might not have them all.
I bet you don't have 6 or 7.
That's what I'm thinking. I
Okay.
was looking at
Yeah,
those.
you can go pick those out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are a gift to you. Yep.
No, it's
No,
unnecessary.
they've already taken care of it. So
Thank
please.
you. I love these so much.
Yeah, I know they're wonderful, and you do so much for us. Okay. Yeah, we're just a big group of just softies, aren't we? Oh golly. Sometimes I sit and look at these kitties and I just love them. I love them all so much. Let me see if I can get another one here. Is this continued? No, this one. Let's do this one. This is one from many of the cats. I hope I have this right. It's May 4th, oh gosh, why am I saying that? May 4th, 2015. It says, Putter, attention. May I have your attention, please? We have a very special FFRC cat coming in here in just a few minutes. I need all the little baby kitties from FFRC that are here to come forth. Minto says, what's going on, Sheriff Putter? And Ivo says, yeah, who is this special cat? Putter says, aw, his name is Thomas. God gave him a special gift. He is an uncle to all baby kitties. He even helped a mama kitty give birth. And Quay said, remember Quay? Quay says, there is no such thing as a male cat helping a mama cat have her babies. Putter says, you dare question what I say? He was found keeping all 4 of the brand new babies warm while their mama rested nearby. Chiffon, remember her, says, for real? And Little Bet says, this really is a special cat. When will he be here? Thomas says, is this where I am supposed to be? Hello, Sheriff Putter. And Putter says, Thomas, yes, this is where you are supposed to be. I think pretty much all the FFRC babies are here and anxious to meet you. Thomas says, I was wondering if I might delay saying hi to Magenta and Hank and Sadie and all the others for just a bit. I see I see many babies here that would like a snuggle or two. Putter says, of course, Thomas. If you like, they can come say hi while you are snuggling all these little ones. Thomas says, now I know I am in heaven. Imagine, I get to do what I love to do the most and what I am mostest good at, and I don't have to worry about getting the shakes ever again. And Teddy Bear, remember Teddy Bear says, can I be first, Mr. Thomas? And Thomas says, sure can, Teddy Bear. Just be sure to make room for them all. Oh, he was such a wonderful cat. Oh, and here's our last thing on Thomas. It says, I think this was taken out of the blog. Hello, FFRC Nation friends. It is with a very heavy heart that I pass this on to you. Our dear sweet Thomas is passed. With the advice of our two vets, we tried another treatment plan on Thomas yesterday afternoon. They had felt if this didn't work, we should not go any further. Thomas appeared to be stuck in his state of mind. The treatment plan was to see if he would, when he emerged from the sedative, if his mind would be cleared. Was to see if he would, when he emerged from the sedative, if his mind would be cleared. This did not work. Thomas was worked on the entire weekend, all to no avail. It was time to let him go. It would not be a kindness to let him continue. I had always told Thomas that we would never ask more of him than he could give. It had always been wondered if his poor brain just would not be able to take any more trauma from his medical problems. Regardless, our sweet boy is now at peace. And that was Smalish's babies. Yeah, he was such a great cat, wasn't he? That one is in volume 6. So they're 1 through 6, and like I said, if you're interested, just pop me an email just to make sure that we still have these available. Yeah. All right. Well, everything else is going good. We had our dryer inside fixed today, and he looked at the washer outside, and so everything is going good. Yeah, do you remember that? Just me every time that doorbell. Oh, he was great. I just love these cats. They're all so different and also many their own quirky personalities, and and I have to remember if and when Emily gets adopted, we need to tell them that she loves plastic bags, that she can play with them, but to clip the handles and clip a hole in the bottom because she likes to play with them, and that way they're safe. And that she likes to bat down syringes when I toss them to her at the sink. And, they're all just so different, aren't they?
Oh my
They're
gosh.
just wonderful.
Hensley has crawled underneath the
Yes.
bed in here.
Is Hensley and Vernon in there?
Huh?
Is that Hensley and
Yeah,
Vernon?
he got in here to eat.
Aren't they wonderful?
Isn't that the cutest thing?
Yeah, Hensley's always burying himself in there.
Again,
All right, thank you. I will tell my mom and tell you about the raffle items. Yeah, I'll tell you that, and then I'm gonna go make sure my mom has some supper. We have 8 items as usual. It begins on Monday, anytime on Monday, and it ends Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, honey,
Everything's the same. $5 a ticket. You can do as many or one or whatever. There is, now this is going to tax my memory. There's 2 metal art pictures. One is Seymour and one is Magic. And both of these are awesome pictures. Those were donated by Nadine. Those are 2. And then there's a really cool blue pet carrier, but it's like a backpack, but then you can click it and the handle comes out and you can pull it. It's really cool. That one's one. And then there's 3 articles from Larissa. It's like the kitties on a fence looking at the moon or the sun. and they're just awesome. There's 3 items that Larissa did. They all go in one spot. And then there's the maroon Afghan that you made, that real pretty one with the design in it, with the fringes.
My gosh, you still have that
I
one?
do. It got yeah, it got
Boy, that
put
was a
in
while.
one,
That was
and
a while
I
back.
know it. We are redoing our system so we don't let that happen again. That's 5. There's a beautiful Afghan by Rosemary.
Oh, hers are
Yeah.
something else.
And then there's another really, really pretty Afghan. Our friend is from Wisconsin. And then, hooey dooey. I got 7 out of 8.
Well, you even had that one Afghan
Oh,
I had for the, boy, that, you had that for the longest time, too.
yeah, we're trying to do better about.
Well, you get a lot of Afghans and things.
Yeah, we
in.
do, and they're all just so beautiful.
Well, Hensley decided he wanted more baby food, so.
Oh, he'll eat baby. Okay, yeah, there's the one
There he
Afghan. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this one. LJ's one. It'll be H. That one's H. It's a black kitten, and it's the kitten almost fills up the whole Afghan, and the pink tongue is there, and the eyes are bright.
Oh.
It's just awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, LJ did that one. So it's A through H, and I'm excited about it. Jane from Wisconsin. Thank you, just me. Thank you. No, I don't think they'll be on Chatters yet, Robot. I can tell you though that Canton Cat she's already has all the pictures that I did and all the description, and she'll probably put that on. She usually does like Saturday or Sunday, and then
It's saying on there, so
Dawn Star will be doing the video of it too. And I have that still, Joko.
No,
You know what I could do now? The front of that had gotten so dirty from being passed around, and I left it up there a while for people to sign. And the kitties, oh my gosh, they did terrible things to it. Slobbered food and sneezed food and everything to it. But I'm wondering now if I could take off one of these and put a new cover on the front of one of them. Yeah, maybe. I'll figure that one out. I just noticed that, Joko, you signed these. That's really cool. Thank you for that. That's cool. I'm glad you did that.
Fatima wants me to adopt
And Purple Cat, yeah, they'll be on Nation. Thank you. Yeah, the kitties would never do that.
We need a home for Fatima because she's wanting me to adopt her.
Oh, Fatima. Actually, somebody is kind of sort of looking at
Oh, gosh,
Fatima.
she's so wonderful.
And, oh, shoot. Hey, Pat. Yeah, I really have to get out to my mom's. Is there any way you could, pretty please, take that mop and go right here? I'll show you. Right down here. Well, I really think it was an accident.
Well, it always is an accident. Always.
It's right there, though.
Now, when my laundry got peed on, that was not an accident. That's what they were trying to tell me something.
Yeah, well, I think they're all accidents. All right. Yeah, you know, that would be a cool raffle, too, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, Connie? That would be a cool one. Yeah. Okay, all right. I got to head out. Thank you all. You guys are just wonderful, and you always make my day, and I just so appreciate you all. And so do the kitties. All right. I better skedaddle out there and get her laundry.
Wow, that's a big accident.
Yeah, it just couldn't be helped, though. You know?
Well, you know, there wasn't a litter box here, so it's your fault. There we go. All cleaned up.
All cleaned up.
Yes, my Elsie. Oh, my Elsie girl. My Elsie girl. We'll do another jar, babies. We just can't do it right this minute. Okay, still got a little bit of food in it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What time is it? Okay. Trying to see what else we need to do. See, puppies are done. Let me wipe some eyes. Okay. Oh, wait, I saw, there's Patty's. There's a Patty. There's a Patty. And Patty says, no, you're not doing my eyes. Come on, come on. Said, no. Well, how about you, Beaumont? Says, oh, yuck. Okay. Oh, don't. No. Are we doing that again? What? What is wrong? Katie, you want to go out too? Say, no, this is Tammy's problem. Come on. Tammy. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Tammy. Where's yours? The Seymour. Yes, guys, gotta give me a little time here, okay? Right? What? Yeah, you know what's going on up there, don't you? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, make room. Make room. Come on, Jean. Oh. Ah, thank you for the books. I love those so much. Those they make me laugh. They make me cry. I just love them. Oh my goodness, Rachel. Rachel. Oh my goodness, he's so excited, isn't he? Fatima.